Hello everyone, so I'm back with another sort of little video that's kind of weird. This is kind of a behind the scenes of me doing some doll repairs. So here I am doing some repairs of Bubbling Mermaid Barbie from 1996. So this one was my first one. My second one is actually right here, so she's all put together and in working order. And then we have the third one, which is right there. So the first one I've had for quite some time, and she was a doll that recently broke. This one over here has been broke since I found her. So basically the problem is there was no air coming out of the top, which is for the bubble mechanism. So you're supposed to have air that will come out of the crown. So when you attach the bubble spout and put bubble solution on it, you know, the air will push bubbles out of the bubble spout area. But the problem is instead of there being, and I'll go ahead and demonstrate that now. Okay, so basically what happens is, you know, there's a little hose on the inside, which I have here. That actually came loose from the bottom piece of this right here. So what you get whenever you squeeze, when that comes loose, is you'll just barely get any, like you'll get sort of a whispery sound. There we go. When it's supposed to sound like this. So yeah, and you're also supposed to feel air coming out the top, which when you take the doll's head off is this part right here. You're supposed to feel air come out of that, and when you don't feel air come out of that anymore, usually it will be coming out of the arm sockets. And that's a good indication that the doll's hose on the inside has come loose. So what I'm doing is I actually need to see, basically these dolls are so old that the adhesive that held the hose in this area comes loose. So I need to super glue that down so that she can function properly again. So the hose is actually supposed to go in that slot, and it's supposed to stay there forever. But the problem is the incident that happened, this one obviously didn't work when I got her. This one recently broke. So I was at my sister's house and we were playing in the pool with these. Yes, we're adults and we play with dolls still. We don't, I mean, she doesn't really play with dolls, but I'm the one that collects them. So, but, you know, we were both playing with them. And the funny thing about Bubbling Mermaid Barbie I discovered when I was a kid was my friend Nikki had her. And we actually used to fill her body, this part, with water, and she would shoot water out of her crown. So we were doing that in the pool. We were making water come out of her crown. And then my sister all of a sudden stops, and she's like, okay, now she's got water. She basically had water coming out of her arm sockets. So that was a good indication that she was broken. I didn't know what had happened before because this one was like that as well. I figured that there was a hose or something that causes the doll to function, which when I cracked her open, I was correct. It was a hose and it came loose. So, that's the problem that you face with these. So, this is basically just an overview of what I'm doing, just fixing them. I had to crack them open. I used a pair of scissors, and basically what I did was I pushed the arm out of the way, and it would be best if you used a flathead screwdriver or something if you needed to repair one of these. But I pushed the scissors down in there, and I pushed I pushed against the arm, well, basically I stuck the scissors down in there, down in that socket, and I pushed going this direction, the direction her arm is going. So I jammed it down in there and I pushed and the force cracked her body open so I could access and see what the problem was. So that's basically all that needs, is the hose glued back in. And then she needs to be glued all back together, which I have plenty of super glue and all that, so shouldn't be too hard. I've already done this one. I just haven't glued her back together. But as you can hear, she is now in working order. I just have to glue her together. So I hope you guys found this little video to be kind of morbidly entertaining for the most part. But yeah, that is just what I'm working on right now. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. More videos to come. Oh, and by the way, I guess I'll do a little update. She's still not complete yet, but here's my mermaid fantasy doll, and I said I was going to make a video of her after I was done completely fixing her hair. Look at her hair. No more poof. I mean, when you brush it out, when it's dry, it gets a little fuzzy. But bottom line, nowhere nearly as bad as it was. So I'll make a separate video of her. This took me like several washes to get her hair like this, so you just have to be patient. But I will go ahead and make a video of her separately, like I promised. But anyhow, thank you guys for watching, and more videos to come, and remember to stay true to you.